it looks like it's going to be a really good one. Yeah, here in the great state of Michigan. I know yesterday turned out to be really, really warm. I had to even turn on the AC. That was shocking, but that's good stuff. So, hey, before I get too long in, please check out the post. I've got some information about some stuff that I'm going to do next week, and I'm going to need your help. So I'm not going to go into it right now, but please read the post that goes along with this video. All righty. Now, let me jump right into this. I want to talk about something that that is goes along with not just being a owner, being a business owner, or being a real estate professional, or being a realtor, or anything like that. It's just about life, and those are the things that I call what do I call them? I call those things related duties. So, for instance, a related duty would be uh, if you have a job as a lifeguard, as I did years and years ago. One of the related duties that you have is, well, if somebody breaks some glass on the deck of a pool, that means somebody's got to clean that up. More often than not, that goes to one of the lifeguards, because after all, it's their area. That's where they work. They have to take care of that. But I remember I remember being in the meeting years and years ago. It was myself, probably about another 100 or so lifeguards, and maybe about 150, because this was during the summer and we were all lifeguarding. And we had this big, huge meeting in the city. And the personnel director at the time was talking about basically he did a question and answer session. Bad idea. Bad idea. He was dealing with a bunch of disgruntled employees that weren't happy about too much of anything. Not that the job was bad, or not that the director was bad himself. It's just, people just weren't happy. It is what it is. So one of the things that he brought up during his presentation, or actually he opened it up for questions, and somebody said, to the extent, I'm a lifeguard, I shouldn't have to clean up the locker room. And to his point, the person asked the question was probably right. Probably right. That's not directly in his job description, and it wasn't. It was not in his job description. But it was one of those things that if it wasn't done, then that led to a whole bunch of other problems. And, as a lifeguard, I can be honest with you, in an 8-hour shift, you're probably working maybe about 4 hours, and you're getting paid for the entire 8. So, for you to go in and pick up some paper, or, take some swim trunks that people leave. I never understood how people could leave their trunks or their underwear. That was a big one. I don't, take that stuff and just throw it in a trash can or put it away or whatever. It wasn't really that big a deal. But for this particular individual, it really was. And it was at that time that I was introduced to the term related duties. Because it was, the director spelled it out pretty clearly, that taking care of your facilities, whether it's your direct job or not, is one of your related duties. Now, I fast forward that to today. Now, I'm going to talk to my realtor friends real quick, and this will be it. And I'm not bragging on you guys, but as a valuation professional, i.e. appraiser, one of the things that I come across quite often, more often than I really should, is are properties that are not properly priced. They're not. And I figured it out. I think. I think it's either one, you really don't know how to properly price properties, or how banks price properties. That's probably more it. Or two, just choose not to learn that skill. I'm going to assume, for the sake of this video and just in general, I'm going to assume maybe no one's ever taught you. So I'll address that. If no one's ever taught you how to value a property like the bank will, or like an appraiser will on behalf of a bank, you really need to figure that out, period. You just do. Because that is one of your related duties. I recognize that you are as a real estate salesperson, your job is to sell the property to market it at a price that you can get a lot of demand and to do all that stuff. I get that. I understand that you believe that your primary responsibility is to generate as much income for the property as possible. That said, one of the things that you have to have in place, I'm going to repeat that, you have to have this in place. You have to actually know how to value the assets that you're actually trying to sell. Period. That's it. That's all. You got to do it. There is no shortcut about this. You got to figure that part out. If you don't know how to figure that out, ask. I'll say that again. If you don't know how to figure that out, ask. Go to your brokers. Go to some of the older agents. Hell, call an appraiser. Call me. I don't care. But you got to figure it out. That is what you have to do to provide the best service for you and your clients. And that's it. So that's the end of my commentary today. I bring that up because, like I said, that is, what is it? This is June 6th today. Already in the last 2 months, I've come across 4 or 5 situations where the pricing was significantly off. And ultimately, what that means is everybody's pissed off at the end of the day, right? The realtors are pissed off because their commission is gone. The home sellers are pissed off because, well, the first person they're pissed off with is the appraiser because the dumb appraiser doesn't know what's going on. But then ultimately they're pissed off at the realtor because, quite frankly, the realtor should have known, you know, and the chain just goes down, right? All that could have been avoided if you take the time to actually learn your craft. Learn those related duties, such as valuing properties in the case of real estate, that are absolutely crucial, but are not necessarily directly assigned to you in your job. So that's it. Any questions? Please give me a call or shoot me a private message. Talk to you guys later.